Hi, and thank you for watching my submission to the Coastal Venture Competition. My name is Trace Dixon, although my official name is Larry, and my idea is a little something called marketplace.com. Allow me to show you. Marketplace.com is an online advantage for small businesses across the country. Small businesses cannot get ahead in today's market. As of right now, they're getting beat out by companies such as Amazon, eBay, Etsy. And the fact is, many of these larger markets claim that they help small businesses, but there is an inherent problem with this. You see, smaller knockoff companies will come in and they generally scalp the ideas of local good people trying to use their skills to their advantage. From this concoction and this cocktail that really and truly gets many small business owners discouraged and feeling down, it's very hard for them to feel that they can get ahead in today's market. It's produced very negative press surrounding the larger businesses, and for good reason. Attempts to utilize an online presence even beyond that are met with so much disorganization because at the end of the day, you open up a shop on Amazon, you open up a shop on Facebook, you open up a shop on your own personal website, and so on and so forth. And everyone's going to everywhere to find everything, and it just becomes a gigantic mess. How on earth can we fix this? My whole inspiration for this idea was a Reddit subforum that I saw a few days ago. It said this: Amazon is so overrun by cheap, low-quality Chinese products, it's become impossible to shop there. You can read the rest for yourself, but as you can see, it generated 71,000 upvotes and over 5,000 comments, as well as numerous awards showcasing and getting it to the very front page of the website, which is where I saw it. As I read through the comment section, I began to realize that the problem wasn't as much the low quality knockoff products from overseas, but it was just as much the difficulty that many small business owners were expressing their frustration of just how disorganized it is and how hard it is to run online platforms. How many of them have platforms on multiple websites, as I previously mentioned, and it's hard to connect people to all of them. And many were expressing the sad frustration that they just gave up. That should not be the issue, that these small business owners are just having to give up on the future of marketplace, the future of how we intend to sell and buy things, the internet, online. Amazon.com is the largest company in the entire United States for a reason. There's a reason why many of you who watch this probably ordered an Amazon package this week. It is the future. Many of you have experience with even brick and mortar stores, online physical footprint merging into your phone and onto your computer. Things such as being able to go onto a Walmart app and order all of your groceries and just drive by and pick them up, or have them even dropped off at your doorstep for you by a delivery person. The future is technology, and small business and many small business owners feel that they cannot get a leg up. But that's where my idea comes into play. If small businesses cannot get a firm foothold in the market and online, they're just going to continue to erode. How will we solve this? By creating a one-stop shop, a one-stop hub small businesses can utilize. This hub I'd like to call Marketplace, as you saw on my first slide. The whole point of Marketplace is to give small businesses a unique setting, a centralized website. We don't intend to sell anything. No, the websites already exist to sell the product. What Marketplace and the idea behind it is that we're going to allow them to put all of their links into one centralized location. So instead of saying, go check out my Amazon store, my Etsy store, my online website, my Facebook Marketplace store, They can simply say, go check out my marketplace.com market stall. And from there, they can be linked to multiple of their stores, all one click away. And more so over, we're going to ensure that it's verifiable. So that way, only small businesses, only good local people trying to make an honest living using the talents that they feel that they've been given can play around and utilize it to their advantage. This service that we provide will produce revenues from advertisement space offered on the website. And over the course of time, we plan on implementing a monthly site management fee. This fee will probably start, as we have estimated, around the $5 mark and probably will not climb too terribly much for the foreseeable future after that. We plan on implementing this fee, depending upon the popularity, somewhere between years 3 and 5 of operation. Simply put, after a certain point, it's going to become necessary in expansion to charge so that we can pay a proper staff to vet and to ensure operation. But using this 1-2 combo of revenue generation, we hope that we can fully fund and operate this idea. We plan on connecting with our clients through strategic word of mouth at first. The thing is, as you saw on that Reddit post, good ideas spread like wildfire, and highly opinionated subjects are even more volatile. Everyone has an opinion and everyone wants to hear it, and everyone is looking for an option, a solution to their problem. When you put a viable solution out, people like it, they'll tell people, and that is our original goal. Now, you can't build a business simply off this. So our second stroke, our second push in marketing this after the initial word of mouth movement is going to be going to large retailers such as Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Facebook, etc., and encouraging them to support this. Now, why would it be in their interest to support this? It all comes back around to their own public perception. Amazon is not held in a very high public perception to many individuals, and it hurts their own effectiveness as a company. The same goes for all the others. Part of the reason is they're seen as a big bully. People believe that they are small business killers, and part of the reason is that they are. By partnering with a company such as this, Amazon and the others can come off looking like a little bit less of a villain and more like a hero, which is the whole point of what they're trying to do, and they're not really doing a great job of it. And that's predominantly because the actions do not match their words at the end of the day. Here, we hope to provide the action to those words and hope to give them better public image, therefore increasing their own profitability and their own positive image in the market as a whole. We also intend on keeping this third party. The reason behind this is if one of these individual companies took over control, the others would back out. And that gets me to my next point. Our biggest competition is convincing these companies that we need to integrate, not in a buyout manner, but in a third-party manner. By operating independently of them, as an aid, as a friend, as something that is trying to keep their best interest and the best interest of small businesses trying to make a living in today's crowded marketplace, we can all work together to achieve this goal. We hope to be the intermediary between the two of them, to bridge the gap so that small businesses can regain their foothold, can ensure that they are not going to go extinct at the hand of big business, to ensure that they are going to continue around for years and years to come. And when someone retires and feels that they have a gift and they want to make a small little profit off of it, they can. And likewise, companies such as Amazon and eBay and Etsy and Facebook and any other selling platform, well, they can come in and they can actively show how much they care about promoting the little guy and about how everyone starts from the bottom and has to work their way to the top. But it doesn't have to be difficult, and that's why we need to exist, so that we can aid in making that difficulty an easy to achieve dream and goal for many people. Our team that we're going to have to establish has to be focused on the goal and fueled by the need to help those who need an opportunity, a light at the end of the tunnel. Many of these owners, they don't see that light. Online is a scary place. It's a place of disorganization. It's an expensive place that requires so much upkeep and so much maintenance and so much room for error. It used to be so easy. You simply opened up a shop front and you sold your stuff to the people who walked by. Sadly, we're in a much more connected world, but this can be to your advantage. Throughout the coronavirus pandemic at the start, I worked a job in a music store in sales. This music store is one of the largest music stores in the country by volume and by retailer expectations. It's based out of Pensacola, Florida. I was very privileged and honored to work with them. The reason why this music store did not go under as someone who was inside the company was our grasp of online. We figured it out because in the music world, there exists this platform. It's called reverb.com. You're curious, you should definitely go check it out. It exists as an intermediary for local sellers and small businesses that are music stores to put their product online in an easy to display format. Now through Reverb, you can sell. We intend on doing something even simpler. We don't want to sell the product. There already exists that solution. We want to make it easy to connect it to ensure that you're buying from a small business and that someone can go onto this place and find what they're looking for. Therefore, we need people who are going to be focused not on making billions of dollars, although that's nice and that is the dream and that is the ultimate goal. If that's all you're focused on, you're never going to be truly understanding of why we are doing what we are doing. Our pro forma that I've displayed is relatively simple. These are high estimates, and that's mainly because this company has not gotten off the ground yet. This is still in the idea phase and a relatively recent idea. There's a reason why my submission is coming in a little later than others, and that is because, like I said, it's a relatively new idea that me and a few friends brainstormed up. We're taking this opportunity to throw everything at it just to see what could happen. We hope and expect that we can earn at least $20,000 in our first year and progress upwards of $20,000 for the first 3 years. Now, we also fully expect that this could, if it takes off, potentially escalate even further. Our expenses, we equivalent to be roughly, as you can see, proportionate to our earnings. The first year, we expect to have a profit of $5,000 after you subtract out expenses from our earnings. The next year, $10,000, and the third year, $15,000. We hope that as time goes on, we can further our earnings and decrease our expenses. Expenses are necessary as well. Going to have to do a little bit of advertising, and there's going to have to be some payment in order to make sure that our website doesn't look like it was made in 1997. Our customer goal and our base, we're expecting to grow at a rate of 5,000 people per year. Now, if we do take off, we expect this number to be much further. Now, what do we mean by customer? We mean small business retailer. There are two customers that we're looking at. One of them is actual customers. Like I said, they're the small businesses. They're the people who are actually creating websites and small platforms and homepages on our site. Then you have the funneling in of different individuals. Now, I'm sure you've been wondering at all this time, how on earth is this going to help? Allow me to explain in a little bit more detail at this point. Let's say that you're looking for a product. Let's say a nice handmade kitchen knife. Everyone loves to cook, and you've been watching a little bit of Alton Brown's Good Eats. Who hasn't? You've been inspired by his knife skills. You see he's got a really good one. And that blade from Target that you've been using, it's pretty decent, but let's face it, it's not quite it. And you feel that you've been progressing good enough through your constant backlog library studying of all of the episodes of Good Eats. You want to reward yourself for all of your hard work. You feel that you are ready for it. So you go online and you begin to look up high quality handmade kitchen knives. course, you have to sift through all the knockoffs. You decide you want to buy something from a person who knows their craft, who's been working on it for many years. But then where do you start? Do you do it on Amazon? Do you do it on eBay? How about Etsy? Maybe someone's got it on Facebook Marketplace. You've got to look somewhere. How local are they truly? Are they local as in they live in Alabama or Florida or Mississippi? Local as in they live in Washington State? Well, it's still in the country, but it's a little bit on the far side away. Maybe they're local in the sense that they live on the continent. They could live in the south part of Canada. Who knows? You've got to do all of that hunting on your own. All you wanted was a kitchen knife. You didn't want a migraine. You didn't want to become Sherlock Holmes of the internet, trying to find the one product that you want. And oh my gosh, is the reviewing even correct? Or are they just fake and trying to inflate the overall appearance of the product? Do Marketplace. Here's what you can do. Number one, you log on and you can type into our search bar, kitchen knives. From there, you can use various filters to filter out your geographic location of where you would like this knife from. Maybe you want to be extra local, so that way it's not as hard to ship to you. Maybe you don't care. Secondly, you can go in and you can filter out reviews. Part of our operation is not only importing in and allowing you to link out all of your shops as a client, but also allows us to import in all of your reviews so people can see. There are a verification process, which is a mixture of photos and videos. Still in the process of figuring it out, but it is very similar once again to how many companies will verify a user, such as Reddit, in creating subforums. They have a very efficient process that involves, like I said, pictures, sometimes videos, as well as some other form of private communication to ensure that you are not a robot or you are not some person who is living in another place pretending to be someone that you're not. After verification process, the client will be prompted to create that account that you can buy your kitchen knife from. They will link in all of their various websites that they sell from, whether it be their own proprietary. It could even be an email link so that they can email and custom work with you. All that will be available and be options that the client can create. Now you can come in and you can see all the reviews that have been imported. You can go through and scroll through all of them in a nice and organized fashion. You're able to go through and look at all their different stores. Instead of having to go and have 18 tabs open, you just have one. You click open their Facebook Marketplace and you can go scroll through there. And then when you're done, you can close that out. You can go look at their Amazon store, see if there's anything different. Close it out. You can go read the bio that we have created for them, encourage them to build, giving them a template to fill out so that way they can provide the best, most accurate information. And it will help you make a decision so that you can get away to chopping up onions as much as you want in your kitchen and making that beautiful, beautiful shrimp gumbo that you so desperately want to make and impress everybody with. As of right now, as I've said before, this is the idea of a few college graduates. We saw a need a few weeks ago, and we want to fulfill it. We want to make this better. Our future status over the next few years, slowly chipping away and working at this to create the favorite online resource for small businesses to utilize. Businesses need a leg up in today's market. With this idea, we can create that leg up. I hope that this video has been informative and helpful to all of you. I hope maybe you'll consider this. You'll give me another chance to explain things a little bit further. With all that being said, I hope you have all enjoyed my presentation, and I look forward to talking with many of you further. Thank you all, and have a good day.